So this is going to be a very weird clip, in part because I don't think most people know that our flags are being flown at half-mast indefinitely right now. But the title of this video is that it is time to raise our flag. And I'm curious for both you, Vienno, and Viking. We'll start with Vienno. Why do we think they're really upset about the flag right now? But like, what do you think? If it's time to raise our flag, why is it time to raise our flag?
It's cuffing season and they want to fuck the flag.
Viking?
I'll be serious, I guess. It's November 1st is coming up, so the season of the Remembrance Day outrage is coming up.
All right, so let's see if this is...
I forgot about that.
Sexual
Fair enough,
drive.
I almost did too.
The genocide is over, time to raise the flag. We'll see how it goes. All right, so this is going to be Adam Sue's, but it's going to be a very dramatic video, so here we go.
In Flanders fields, the poppies blow.
Already,
between
Viking is
crosses, row on row. That mark our
Who the
place.
fuck is saying this poem?
And in the sky, the larks
What the hell, yeah.
still bravely singing.
You know, if anything, it's supposed to be a somber poem, but this makes it feel dystopian.
It's like a star like Hunger Games or something. What the hell?
Yeah.
Is this Greta Thunberg?
It does.
It sounded like her accent.
Yeah, it definitely does, and it sounds dystopian. How dare you?
Fly scarce heard amid the guns below.
So when we decided to bring down those masks, those flags to half-mast, we made the commitment that we would not raise them again until we have worked enough with Indigenous communities and leadership to make a clear determination that it was time to raise them again and continue the hard work of reconciliation.
That's going to be a while.
Right?
Sorry.
I know, like, part of me is like, I get what he's trying to say, but then the flip side of that, like, you're going to keep them down until there's no longer a Canada? Like, why would you?
Yeah, no, yes. It's a fair way.
Yeah, why would you even promise to do that? Because you know the next conservative government's just going to be like,
they're gonna raise that flag until it like flies off the staff or off the mast.
Yeah.
See, this is probably the closest like thing to being actually cool that Trudeau has done, because if that's the thing and it's like the next time a conservative government gets in, imagine the outrage that'll be on like fucking Twitter or whatever when they try to raise the flags back up. And you just get like loads of people just tearing them off of flagpoles because they're just like, no, fuck the flag. That's a conservative thing now.
The great flag burning shall commence once that happens.
The NDP starts campaigning on lowering it completely.
Yeah.
This isn't enough. We need to go all the way.
It still needs to be attached to the flagpole.
Yeah.
But
at the
on the ground. Yeah. Just scraping in the dirt with the wind.
This is why, like, I just want to pause and reflect on the tenor of this video. Because at the end of the day, all we're talking about here is a stupid fucking flag. And, like, listen already to the drama of this video about a piece of cloth material.
Sorry, I rescind my comment on it being the Hunger Games. I'm thinking this is the Purge or something. Like, this sounds like it's going to go like real dark real soon.
Oh god, double the length of the flagpole and raise it back to the normal height? What? Oh, this is Trudeau in campaign mode, no beard. I mean, but the half-mast thing occurred before the campaign. That started back when the first unmarked graves were showing up.
Yeah, it was more the video because... Wait, when did he shave? No, he shaved the beard in like June, didn't he? Because he decided the pandemic was over.
Yes, it was like pre-pandemic when he... Because that actually, when he shaved it, people were like, oh, he's gearing up for a campaign. Like, they could sense it. in his facial hair. But Two Cars raises a good point, which is that if there's a tragedy, are they going to lower it to 1/4? You know what I mean? If it's already a tragedy and they've lowered it half mast, where do you go from there if another tragedy happens?
You just remove it, I'd say.
I'm telling you.
They light it on fire.
Corey, you always got to understand that white genocide is always in the background. Did Trudeau's people not expect more graves to be discovered? I don't. No, I think it's honestly he thought that they could do some sort of reconciliation thing. But like, let's be real. I mean, I think they're even going to bring it up in this video. It's like on Truth and Reconciliation Day, he like snubbed an indigenous group and went to a beach, which is like, part of me is like, I don't personally care about optics and shit like that, or like whatever. It's they're liberals, like go fuck themselves, all that fun shit. But it's like, I don't know. You're the one who made the flag promise.
You're leaving a door open and you're letting everyone that wants to go after you go through it. So yeah, of course they're gonna go through it.
Yeah. Dear Lord. All right, more of this.
We are the dead. Short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved. And now we lie in Flanders fields.
Canada will always lower its flags to half-mast, and where we will always fly the flag of truth and reconciliation designed by the National Council of Truth and Reconciliation.
Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you, from failing hands, we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If ye break
I feel like I'm watching an
with us
episode of The
who
Walking
die,
Dead or something.
we shall not sleep, though
Yeah.
his crow in
Like even
Flanders
the filter
fields.
on the camera.
Yeah, I was gonna say the camera filters, like I said,
Oh
it's
my
making
God.
it look darker.
They even started a petition because, of course, they fucking did.
Oh
Raised
my
our
God, yeah.
flag.ca.
God, have you done like a list of like how many sites they've made for these
No.
petitions? Because like, holy crap, we got like this is hundreds.
Well, even when the people at Kingston did the survey, I think they already counted something like 200 some odd sites. And that was like a year ago.
Yeah, I remember that now. You bring it up.
How dare you? You must refer to him as Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. I'm sorry. We forgot. Also, he was surfing to honor his brother. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. What if when they double the flagpole, the new extension is made of transparent material so that half mast still looks like fully raised unless you squint? God damn it. This is so... I love, like, we're getting into convoluted plans all for stupid symbolism. So, anyways, go on.
This is unrelated to the flag stuff. It's more about Flanders Fields. That is a remarkably militaristic poem.
Oh yeah, it was pretty
Like
military propaganda if you want to get into that part of it. But yeah,
yeah. It's just like I hadn't heard it in a while. And it's just like, wow, it's rough.
Yep.
They want to go to war.
Oh man, every single Remembrance Day, and we're gonna get it again. He reads this. I feel like it's a Kipling poem about British soldiers every Remembrance Day. Well, I mean, I can say every Remembrance Day because it's been the 2 years we've had Remembrance Day on our podcast. I've had to listen to that episode, and he recites the poem every year. So this is gonna be my 3rd Remembrance Day of doing the podcast. So fun. The drama. And that was just the intro to
You
the
have
video.
undoubtedly noticed that flags
Oh
across
my fucking
Canada
God.
are at half-mast in recognition of the
I love he has to do this piece out in front of a military base where there's tanks. Military.
his like not looking at the camera, like I'm somber right now, where I'm like, this is a deep, impactful moment.
He's
And
also
let me
wearing,
just swing to what I'm going to say.
he's also wearing a shirt that says "Freedom isn't free."
Is it free? Yeah.
Freedom isn't free.
Oh God! Someone slap me.
I mean, it's funny because like that line, I don't know. Like, I guess that line predates Team America World Police, but like it's been so satirized by Team America World Police that I don't know that like you can wear it without embarrassing yourself, you know? Freedom costs $1.05. Not a great movie, and I know the South Park people have problems, but
it's had like it's got its own problematic issues, but like it took the whole jingoistic stuff and did it hit it bang on for that end of it.
all I know is that we wouldn't have freedom without the refreshing taste of a Diet Pepsi. Freedom costs $1 at a variety store.
Oh god, yeah.
There you go, Vienno. I feel like that was you who redeemed
Thank
it.
you.
So there you
It was.
go.
Residential schools' discoveries of mass graves across this country. Justin Trudeau says that we as Canadians need to once again earn the right to fly that flag.
Gotta
I,
earn
for
that
one,
right.
think that men like Justin Trudeau would never earn that right. The right to fly that flag was bought and paid for by the men and women who gave up their lives fighting for this country
God.
and fighting for our freedom.
Fighting doing what?
No, not like
For-
any like local action or any even like to give credit to politicians that have made laws on this side of the border. Not
Remember here, we're talking about flying a flag, earning the right to fly a flag. So what he's saying is that if these young boys didn't go over there to get the shit blown out of them, we wouldn't have earned the right to fly a piece of cloth.
yeah.
Really? That's why they were
Okay.
fighting?
My
It's like, honestly, I would have been like, you know, maybe the one thing to fight that war was to, I don't know, stop fascism. To live in a world without fascism, that would have been a noble goal. I know it wasn't strictly the goal of the fighting parties there, but it definitely wasn't for the mere fact of flying a flag. That's for sure.
my great grandpappy fought in the Boer War
Oh
and
no.
threw
Yeah.
people in concentration camps for the flag that wasn't invented until 1960s.
Was the flag
The
even
The
around?
flag.
Wait, was the flag even around? Yeah, it wasn't even around during World War II.
No,
It was
like,
it was one of the ensign flags.
Dear Lord.
the only war has been Afghanistan. Like, it's been the only one that has had this flag, I think. I can't think of anything that we did in the 60s or 70s.
Yeah, it's
We
also going to be
invaded Quebec.
Sorry.
Oka.
So somebody in the chat said, "Why do you hate where you come from?" And I want to ask that person if they're still around. Why do you love where you come from? I'm very curious. Trudeau is the new CEO of Shopify, proudly signing a new merchandise contract with Breitbart.
Not even that too. If I may too, I'll flip that question. It's like, why should I like where I come from?
Correct.
If like, yeah, I had no control of where I was born, and
Yeah.
also let's put it this way too: we have the freedom to criticize where we came from or like what our government's past has been like.
But it's also like if you talk about signifiers, like I'm happy with the people in my life. There's certain aspects of where I live where I would prefer to live here other than like other places. You know, like if you want to like break down certain things, you can go into that calculus. But I don't see like why this piece where we're mocking this video that is being so obsessed with the flag, it's absurd. Why that is all of a sudden hating where we came from.
Yeah, like the question, like not to go against them either too in the chat, but it's like it's a case of like that question is like, why do you hate where you come from? It's taken as a gotcha where it almost like willingly misses the point of like you don't understand why people don't like certain countries that they come from.
And they just responded because I had a good life, and I want to say like, good. I'm glad you had
Cool,
a good
good.
life, but like,
Yeah.
not
No,
everyone gets to
They
have.
said
a good life.
maybe.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They said maybe they had a good life.
Well, I hope that the answer is that you for sure did. But anyways, I think Nam required us to... I'm sure this is really going to please the person in the chat that's mad at our nation when we're going to read from the Book of Mao, a quote that we've been chosen to read based on channel points. So this is for you, Nam. I can't remember what the last one we read was. I feel like we did that one. Did we? Oh, shit.
You can only be like 4 or 5 in.
No, we're more than that. We're more than that. I just, maybe we'll do 2, because I can't remember if we read this one or not. So I'm going to read 2 just for you, Nam, okay? So this is the one I can't remember whether we've read it or not, but it says, no political party can possibly lead a great revolutionary movement to victory unless it possesses revolutionary theory and a knowledge of history and has a profound grasp of the practical movement. I don't feel like we did that one.
Sure. I don't think we'd read that one.
Okay,
No.
so then that's
You already
good.
promised a second.
Okay, I'll do a second though. But okay, that was from The Role of the Chinese Communist Party in the National War, October 1938. So that's a pretty early quote that we've gotten so far. I think that's the earliest one we've gotten so far. But now, because I said we were going to do 2, this is your bonus one, Nam, so you're welcome. This is, as we used to say, the rectification movement is a widespread movement of Marxist education. Rectification means the whole party studying Marxism through criticism and self-criticism. We can certainly learn more about Marxism in the course of the rectification movement.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is...
Some stuff going on.
I mean, they're rectifying things, and they're, you know, everyone talks about how communism is so insular, but clearly he's adopting an important aspect of self-criticism. So, yes, get rectified. And this is from Speech at the Chinese...
Rectificated, actually.
This is Speech at the Chinese Communist Party's National Conference on Propaganda Work, March 12, 1957. So, there you go. We got a fairly long quote coming up for the next one, but that'll probably happen next stream. Get rectified. Yeah, I like my country. Nothing's perfect, but I respect my elders who fought to protect it either way. I wouldn't mock them, that's for sure. I would mock some of them. I don't think the funny thing is,
it depends.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, like, I don't think we've mocked the troops here. I mean, we've mocked an overbearing symbol worship, but like, again, the troops didn't fight for our flag, you know. If anything, they fought for things like honor and like shit like this that they personally wanted. Yeah,
there's multiple reasons.
They didn't fight for freedom, and they didn't fight for the country's benefit at all. They fought because somebody told them to fight. Like,
it was still under control of the monarchy generally, and yeah, you could get into the overarching thing is like, yeah, bad people here, kick their ass.
But I want to say there was probably some people who joined the military being like, I'm joining because I want to fight the Nazis because I don't like fascism. And in that case, I'm okay with that.
There's also probably tons of people who fought because it was the only like kind of work with pay that they could have gotten at that time too. Like we have currently, yeah.
Wait, whoa. This person is saying that drinking Diet Pepsi is a mockery? I don't think you understand how important Diet Pepsi is to not just my life, but all of society and existence. I mean, where would we have the taste of the next generation without Diet Pepsi, which our glorious soldiers beat Hitler so I could have the right to drink, all right? You shut your fucking mouth. How dare you? How dare you say that?
Diet Pepsi slander, you fucking...
Oh no, we're going to get to Coke and Pepsi wars too, I think. Great, no.
The long arms of PepsiCo? Yeah, exactly. Nah, man, we gotta go back to the street.
And dishonoring their unmarked graves overseas, those who gave up their lives, does nothing to honor.
Yeah, we already used the Diet Pepsi channel points, you know.
I'm kind of curious too. Like, this might
Raising
be
the
interrupting
flags
again.
in recognition of fallen soldiers is a small signifier of our appreciation for what they have done for this country. On the other hand, lowering the flags
What have you
in a sign
done?
of solid...
Okay, Side note too, I'm kind of curious to see how many people were in residential schools at the time of the Second World War, just to like throw that wrench into there and see how like where have you analyzed that part of history? Let's see.
But imagine, like, I don't know, being a veteran and being like, you know what? The only way, the single and only way I can feel appreciated right now is if the flag goes from here to here.
Yeah, to there. Yeah.
That is the
Patriotism
only
is
way.
not at full force. When the flag is at half mast, patriotism is not at full force, and I lose my powers.
Yeah.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, no, if only.
How are we going to stop the coup otherwise?
No, they actually they foment a coup because the flag stays at half mast.
Ah,
We need a full mast.
But it fails. But it fails because their powers aren't full.
Yeah. So they're powered
or
by the
like
mast.
Superman or something.
Oh my god, half mast is basically kneeling, highly disrespectful. Gotta make the flag stand tall and proud. The flag needs to be ready to fuck at all times. It needs to be proudly erect and full. Agreed.
Exactly, there we go.
For this country.
Tastefully
On the other hand,
lubed.
lowering the flags in a sign of solidarity with indigenous communities does nothing to alleviate their ongoing suffering.
Right. I mean, but here's the point. Of course it doesn't. Because it's a symbol. It's a stupid act of symbolism. Which is why it shouldn't matter in the flip side. We're like raising the mask all the way then doesn't retroactively make things better for veterans in this fucking country. Like everything about this is so fucking stupid.
Also, like the gall
first-
to have this image too, right? At the point of him like complaining, like, "Oh no, the flag's not full mast," because why are we doing it again?
Yeah. My flag has flown high with help from Blue Chew. Yeah, it becomes the Viagra movement to erect our flags. Oh, yeah.
Holiday designated to commemorate and work towards truth and reconciliation, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau refused to meet with people and go to an unmarked grave. He instead went surfing in
Because he's a
Tofino.
symbolism
As part of the
Prime Minister.
commemoration of the very first National Day of Truth and Reconciliation, in this arbor, a journalist quietly informed us that the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was on vacation in Tofino.
I mean, imagine how base that person is to say that right in front of his fucking face. Props to this person. And I like that just him like staring off like, I can't make any facial expression right now that will give any hint to how I feel about her slandering me right now.
Yeah. I mean, not slandering. Truth telling me.
Sorry, yes. Well, I mean, I was in his head, right?
Yeah.
I was putting on the role of Trudeau.
Chukars has said that you are wrong.
People,
and that people look at the flag as a source of pride. Half-mast means the country is ashamed and will reduce combat efficiency.
Cool.
I thank you for correcting me, Two Cars. I
Good.
will. I guess we need to maintain flag virility and keep it at full mast and fully erect for the rest of the time in order to maintain combat efficiency. So, I'm sorry.
Wait, so that does that
Changed
mean
my mind.
are the Conservatives supposed to be blue for Viagra?
That's right. You need to elect blue in order to have a fully erect flag. No, totally makes sense now.
Tofino.
I want the flag
indigenous
soft.
communities in this country need help. They
course you
need
do.
concrete action. They don't need symbols and signifiers. And despite how Canadian it is to say sorry, they don't need apologies any longer.
What?
They need action.
You're right.
What is the action that they need, bud?
I mean, so I will say with Rebel always talks about the water on reserves. So, I mean, but they always
Cool.
use it as an attack against Trudeau that Trudeau isn't following through. They never explain how to get there or do any of that shit, right? But at least they signal that they're in favor of getting water fixed on reserves. So I'm assuming that's what he's referring to. But I do want to note that he is right. Like having the flag at half mast for the residential school thing. I don't mean to say a thing that completely sounds like I'm minimizing it, but I don't mean to. But like for that entire issue, it is all symbology. But it's like, then wouldn't it also be symbology for the troops? Like, I don't understand like the leap. Like, what does it do to benefit the troops in any capacity? Unless
It makes
two
the
cars
troops
is correct.
hornier. Come on. We need more troops, and we can only get them one way.
I mean, here's the thing, bloggers in the chat. As much as we seem to disagree about troop worship and stuff like this, you're going to find complete agreement with us if you're going to mock Trudeau and his wearing racist costumes and stuff like that.
Yeah, costume choice.
But Trudeau, we are not Trudeau fans here. He could go right to hell. I've never voted for him, and I criticize him constantly on our channel. So. Yeah,
when faced with great troubles overseas, Canadians needed men and women of action to stand up and sometimes pay the ultimate price.
Why are we still fighting against certain veterans groups in court? Because they're asking for more than we are able to give right now.
So here's the thing: as much as I'm not a huge fan of wars and stuff like that, the fact that we send people to war and then don't fund them for their mental health stuff or anything like that after they come back from the war, yes, fuck Justin Trudeau for doing that kind of stuff. I'm also and I will agree then, yes, but here's the thing: is raising the flag to full mass going to give veterans their deserved benefits that Trudeau is withholding from them? Or
it'll give them one benefit.
I've seen that flag up at full mast.
Exactly.
Yeah. And bloggers, we've kicked a few people out of chat for saying some racist stuff, and you remain. So don't worry, we're not judging people based on one issue. We just ask people not to put racial slurs in the chat. All right? So you can come in here and have your contrarian point, and we'll keep you around, and you'll be fun to have around. But just don't say anything racist. All right? All right. I sometimes reflexively type severe depression into Google, and the first line was always hotlines and links to public services. It was that way for over a decade. Now it's an ad for a new nasal spray, antidepressant.
Is that supposed to be serious? I'm confused.
Oh my god.
I don't know. It started with an LOL. So.
Two Cars said soldiers continuing to suffer after returning home only makes their sacrifice stronger. If you reduce that, you're devaluing their service.
Oh dear.
And I have tons of opinions on Boris Johnson, but if you want them, you have to wait till this segment's done. How about that?
Fuck Boris Johnson.
The initial
that's the easy answer.
Is fuck Boris Johnson, but I'm not going to get into it. I feel like that's going to derail us from this conversation.
Oh, hard, yeah, it
Let's
would.
finish the video.
The Indigenous community in this country also needs people of action. They need people who will provide clean drinking water for them.
Why are we talking about the
and
flag?
address the suffering that is taking place on reserves. They need heroes like the heroes who went overseas to fight for us. They need those types of heroes fighting for them.
I mean, but notice
okay, so he wants to invade again.
It's like it's good old agreement arguments. It's like, we don't want this flag raised at half-mast because it disrespects our troops. But the real reason the flag is raised at half-mast is we're not going to tell you.
I mean, there's an element here, too, where it's like, if you really care about action in terms of the Indigenous issues and action in terms of these veteran issues, why did you start a petition for raising the flag and not getting them the help they need?
Like, oh, yeah, excellent point.
So,
Oh, 1 second. Sorry, what was that, Piano?
The language of, addressing poverty on reserves to them means, build a pipeline, do it that way.
Yeah. I mean, but what they should be building is a water line. I guess racism isn't popular. That fits the bill, I guess. LOL. No, I mean, you came in saying that you liked Trump. That's all. I just said don't be racist. As long as you're not racist, we're cool. I mean, you could be
Maybe that was
racist,
someone
just
else.
don't say racism or racist things. That would be appreciated. Maybe it wasn't you, Plagas. I don't know. I love you, okay? Is that what you want to hear from me?
We've had a bunch of weird people in chat.
Yeah. I can't keep you all in my head, all right?
The politicians who have been hesitant to call for our flag to be raised are the same who have been inactive on Indigenous issues that are unfolding this very day. Justin Trudeau is more likely to pause for a photo op than he is to dare help a single Indigenous person.
They invited you.
Well, again, it's amazing, like, all the legitimate things he's saying here.
Honor those
and
who
it
are
all just comes back to the
and
fucking
to honor
flag.
those soldiers who have suffered for our freedom.
Yeah.
We can do both. We are asking our politicians to be accountable and to actually take action to help Indigenous communities. And furthermore, we're asking Canadians to help honor soldiers by raising our flags across this great nation. We're asking you to go to raiseourflag.ca.
What the hell?
On that website, you'll also have an opportunity to have a message sent directly to Justin Trudeau. Sign our petition and demand that we honor both Indigenous communities and Canadian soldiers.
Can we just like check out the comments on this one?
Yeah, let's do that.
Just like a quick scroll to see if any of them are like, whoa.
Defund the government?
Defund the government.
There's let's go Brandon.
Yeah.
Oh god, jeez.
Who's Brandon?
It's a fuck Joe Biden thing. It's a bit of a long story.
Because the one dude Scrubland in our chat kept saying, "Let's go, Brandon," and I didn't understand what it was.
It's like I said, there was some of a misattribution. I can't remember right off the top of my head, but basically it's supposed to be fuck Joe Biden.
Okay, I'll look into it later. The way
It's dumb
Canada
and
is
silly.
going, we'll soon be raising the Chinese flag. Oh.
Okay, cool. I'll take a bet on that.
How about our real flag, not the Liberal Party flag hoisted on us in the middle of the night without even a parliamentary quorum? It's talking about the flag that was, our Canadian flag was.
He's an ensign type.
Yeah, he wants to go back to the old flag. Yeah.
Fuck that asshole.
Wait, so lowering a flag when a soldier dies is disrespectful to them? Oh yeah. You need to have that flag fully erect at all times, or else you're dishonoring the troops. Who do we like more, Trudeau or Biden?
I'll only be flying the flag of defeat once Trudy is cold. This is war. What the fuck does that mean?
Okay, yeah.
You're gonna be flying the flag of defeat because you lose? Like what?
Like, okay, so I'm not gonna say too much too, but I'm pretty sure FOBs in various countries or like wherever various FOBs have been, that they've had their flag probably raised at half-mast for various reasons in the past.
This person is severely confused. We need those flags raised. ... Possibly upside down. SOS.
Oh god, it's distress type. Oh my god, really?
I'll be damned if Remembrance Day gets canceled. Why would they cancel
again?
Remembrance Day? I mean, the day itself's not canceled. Like,
I think my town did have the Remembrance Day thing last year, even, or it was more. I remember there was more online stuff, but yeah.
Oh, and then we get this Pepe dude here. Anyone ever heard the term "hanged for treason"? Just asking.
Oh my god, yeah, jacking off.
Another Brandon comment. And then let's go,
Yeah,
Justine Brandon. Holy shit, so many Brandons.
It's everywhere. It's a thing. They've been glomming onto that since it happened.
Justin needs to face judgment now.
Wow.
We got a Tariq Fatah quote, apparently. If these younger generations would have to fight an enemy like the Nazis, we would have lost the war. Honestly?
Ugh.
Yeah,
I think we got a lot more people today who would be pretty good at fighting Nazis, if I'm being legit. Anyways, I think we've seen enough comments.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's a funny meme in my opinion. I have not been filled in on the meme, so I cannot assess the
I think it might be like a
I mean, if it has
an
to
automatic caption that did Brandon instead of Biden?
I don't know. If it has to do with Sleepy Joe being Sleepy Joe, then like, yeah, sure. MSM tried to cover up the Biden. Oh, okay. I think I remember this, where they were booing Joe Biden or something like this, and so then they made it sound like it was "Let's Go Brandon." I think I heard about that.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay, now I know what that is. All right.
Weird.
Yeah, phrase relates to NASCAR racer Brandon Brown. Brown recently won his first Xfinity race. Yeah, it was interviewed post-race, chanting fans, and the chants by the fans seemed to say "fuck Joe Biden" in protest of his presidency. But the reporter during the interview said that the chants said "Let's go Brandon." The interview can be seen below. Yeah.
Okay, that is pretty funny in my opinion.
Yeah, it's silly in that context, and like it's a good like one-off event, but like everyone's jumped on that like hard.
It worries. Yeah, it worries me how much the like right wing has clearly adopted it as a meme, but like I can see why that's silly generally in terms of the
like what you can't just say go like fuck Joe Biden. It's not that difficult. Like, come on.
I don't know. It reminds me. You know what it reminds me of is when just like when media does some like subtle mistakes that are just silly, or just like.
Oh yeah.
Like for example, one of my all-time favorite like mainstream, I think this was on CNN, where they were covering a hacking story, and they had as their infographic was like when you're hacking a computer on Fallout. No, it was when you're hacking a computer on Fallout 3.
Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So they clearly just like they typed in like hacking into Google, and that's what they
yeah.
Oh my god. Two cars shared something and said flag lowered at 45 degrees. Dipping a carried flag means lowering it from a vertical position to one which is variously 45 degrees from the horizontal or even further touching the ground. The national flag, when carried, is never dipped or lowered to the ground. Dipping of the national flag is not permitted under any circumstances by Canadian Armed Force personnel?
The fuck?
It's if you're like
but only military, on Remembrance Day?
That's when you are for like some ceremonial stuff, like that's a big no.
I hate that bullshit so much. I don't.
It's a flag.
It's a lot of ceremonial, honorable stuff. It's got its own histories in some ways too, but
I mean, Trump basically fucked a flag on stage. I think we could get over the.
Hugged it. Like dry humped it. Yeah.
Like,
I think we can let the troops do it flags? Too. Then
that's right. You know what? To honor the troops, I hereby give you a pass. You are allowed to fuck the flag. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for your service. And fuck that flag. Thank you.
Hello, my rebels. Hello, my rebels. I'm a good boy. I'm a weirdo.